Good morning. Good morning. Greetings and salutations. Salutations and greetings. I might have to kick myself out from there. Hey, y'all. Good morning. It's your girl, KenitraMozelle. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Ooh. Y'all look. I'm doing I am doing all of the things. I was trying to run it from my iPad, but I want y'all to come in, invite somebody real quick, and we're gonna get right into it. We're only gonna be on until 7 o'clock. So I want to say good morning to y'all. We're taking ownership of some things today. We are taking ownership of some things today, and I want to let you know that this is your opportunity to give a gift to somebody else this morning. Like for real. It is an opportunity to give a gift to somebody this morning that they don't even realize they actually need. Okay. Sometimes we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And so inside of this space, that is what we're about. So I'll introduce myself. Good morning. My name is KenitraMozelle, and I am your grace coach. Okay, we're gonna go from grieved to grace this week. I'm excited for this opportunity. I'm excited for you to get some information about yourself. I'm doing this because your girl was a mess. Oh, because your girl was a mess, and because I'm aware. I'm sorry, y'all. The music's still playing. Because I am aware of the mess that I was. I want to help us unmess some things in our lives, right? I want to help us get some things back situated that we're unaware of. And it takes a special kind of grace to do that, right? It takes grace to talk about the hard things in a way that invites people to like really lean into it. And so that's why we're here, right? So that is me. That is who I am. I have an acronym for us today. We're going to hop. All week long, we're not taking a step, we're taking a hop. Okay. What do I mean? When I say hop, I want you to hear. I want you to hear, like turn your ears on, be listening. Listen with your ears and listen with your heart. Because some of the things that we have lost have wounded our hearts. So I want you to hear. I want you to be open to strategies or new information. Be open to the new information, because you have an opportunity. I see y'all in the comments. Good morning, Keisha. You have an opportunity to take advantage of something, but if you won't hear it with new ears, you might miss it. Okay, so I want you to hear. I want you to be open. Good morning, Kayla. And then the last thing I want to say is it's to push through. Let me tell you something. I already feel this in my gut. Grief not overwhelming you and crushing you requires you to push. Think about a swimmer. Think about a person who's swimming. If they are not in motion, if they're not pushing, if they're not putting their hands, their arms in front of each other. Good morning, Sister Paula. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Jamaica. Y'all, think about a swimmer in water. If you're not actively working, if the waves are big enough, they'll close in on you. Things can pull you under the water. Now, there are times where you can just float. Good morning, y'all. Let me know who's coming in. There are times that you can just float, but you don't know which direction you're going in. You yield completely over to the direction of the water. And you could be going to and fro with no direction, but you didn't go under. And so I'm here because I don't want us just out here floating around with no sense of direction. And I don't want us being pulled under or crushed by the waves. Okay. I don't want that. I don't want that. Have you ever seen that? Right. So let me get into it, right? All right. So what are we focusing on today? We're focusing on grief. Those of us who are experiencing grief and navigating the challenges of grief. We gotta identify ways that we're grieving first. Thanks, Tam. Thank y'all for sharing. So we are here because we know that something has grieved us. We are here because there are some transitions or some things that have happened in our lives that have induced a grief journey. Think y'all, I have an iPhone. Shout out to us, okay? Shout out to us for being in here. Thank you, iPhone. They done built in their own marketing system, right? They have built in their own marketing system, but real talk. I'm not mad at that at all, because we have to celebrate honesty first. Like for real, we have to celebrate that we're being honest about being here. And that is you cannot make progress if you're not hearing and you're not open. I said we doing a little hop today, right? We doing a hop today and all this week. So multiple things grieve you. I have to start off by saying that you can grieve unmet expectations. You can grieve the loss of a loved one. You can grieve a change in residence. You can grieve a change in your relationship status. You can grieve you can grieve the status of the status. Follow me? You can be in a marriage, but it's not healthy for you right now. You married, but is it okay? Like, we grieve the transitions of ourselves in proximity to other people. Why? Because things change. Okay. And so those are different things that we can grieve. We can also grieve ourselves. I'm gonna say that before we got 7 minutes. I'm gonna say that before we can grieve ourselves, because we knew the old version of ourselves, and I knew how to navigate there. I was sure about her. And we were solid on how we was moving, right? I was solid with her. I was confident. And then you get thrust into a place where it's just a whole new scenario. Lord bless this time. Bless our points. Bless our, look, 6 more minutes. Time really flies. Time really flies, okay? In Jesus' name. So I want us to sit with acknowledgement first. We have to acknowledge that we are wounded, or that we are broken, or that we are hurt. Majority of us on here are Black women. So I'm going to talk to us because that's who is here. We are super women. We wear capes, and we have not been given permission to take them off. But I want you to know that you don't need permission. You don't need permission to take the cape off, and you don't need permission to grieve. You need to grieve because it's healthy for you. God comforts those who are mourning. And so when you are experiencing grief, when you are processing your loss, when you acknowledge that you actually are going without something, God says he's got comfort for those who mourn. So let's actually acknowledge the fact that we are grieving. Let's acknowledge the fact that something is gone. Good morning, y'all. Let's acknowledge the fact that my life is different. And I'm changing as a result of a change I did not invite. With a whole attitude sometimes. I'm having to change because of a change that I did not invite into my life. Anybody got time for that? Like, really? And that's why I believe it's probably the hardest part of the journey, is to acknowledge that you're grieving, because sometimes grieving gives a semblance of weakness, and it's really strength. For you to acknowledge something is hard. For you to acknowledge that something is hard and it hurt you in a particular way is strength. When you can acknowledge, Lord have mercy, when you can acknowledge that thing almost put you down, you put your feet in position to stand back up, right? So let's acknowledge that. The second thing I want to say today is to embrace the new dynamics that are coming with you being a changed version of yourself. Oh, baby. Let me tell you something. I got big energy right now because I'm on the E. I'm on the E. I have evolved. That's right, Sister Paula. I see you, Tam. Um, I have big energy right now, but let me tell you, baby, when we was in it, when it was fresh for me, who, who, yeah, no. Acknowledging something versus embracing it is not the same thing. It's like, um, just like when you find out you're pregnant. You got the information. You can acknowledge it. I ain't scared of no doctor's appointments. I ain't texting nobody. I ain't trying to decide which room the baby gonna go in. I ain't wondering if it's a boy or a girl because I haven't embraced it yet. Okay. And mommies go through grief journeys too. Baby. That's a whole nother day. Okay. I got 3 minutes to wrap it up. All right. Because I'm gonna respect these 15 minutes. And you know your girl can do it. Okay. So we've got to embrace it. We've got to embrace the fact that we have changed. We've got to embrace the fact that the version of us that we knew is no longer. You've got to embrace it. If you don't embrace it, you will live in a place of denial and you will steal an opportunity from yourself to become the next best version of yourself. So embrace it. Okay, y'all? Embrace it. And then lastly, you got to breathe, baby. Let me tell you something. Acknowledge, embrace, and breathe. Your girl, let me tell you something. I still practice deep breathing right now. Good morning, y'all. Look, these deep breaths are necessary. Whether or not you're taking a deep breath to allow the tears to come down, whether or not you're taking a deep breath to process, whether you're taking a deep breath to center yourself in whatever the reality is that you are sitting in, you have to breathe. Hear me. The camera's here. You have to breathe. Yes, Kayla. Y'all, we have to breathe. Oh, I just feel this. Like when you acknowledge, oh, Jesus. Okay. When you acknowledge that you're on a grief journey, you give permission for God to breathe new breath into this version of you that is new. When you decide you're going to breathe, you invite the breath of God, the Ruah. Come on, y'all know God breathed life into some dust. We were dust. Ooh, dusty. The laptop done updated. Now it's talking to me. It's distracting me over here. I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. God is breathing new breath into you. Why? Because the old version of you is gone, sis. She gone. The you that didn't experience the hurt, the you that didn't experience the betrayal, the you that didn't experience the loss, she is gone. This version of you done been wounded, broken, and hurt in a very specific way. All right, so that's our 3 points for today, y'all. We started off talking about grief, and we gotta acknowledge it. We cannot expect to grow through it and process and go through a grace journey if we will not acknowledge the fact that we are grieving. Whatever kind of grief you're experiencing, whatever the catalyst is, whatever triggered, whatever trauma there was that put you in this grief journey, baby, acknowledge it. And with acknowledging that, understand that it's an opportunity for you to embrace this next version of you that's getting ready to come out of this journey. Baby, it's a journey. This ain't no 1 day situation. It ain't even this 5 day situation. We doing 5 days because I need y'all to understand the path that we can work through. And we'll talk about doing something more together if y'all ready to rock with it, right? And then lastly, breathe. Just keep breathing. Just like in Nemo, they said, just keep swimming, sis. Keep breathing, okay? It is a journey. The time is 7:00. I want to say thank y'all for being with me today. I got a text situation set up, and so if you guys want to get reminders via text message, and I do have some check-ins. I got some check-ins that I have set to go in the afternoon, and then a check-in in the evening. And I want y'all to know that we're on this journey together. We are on this journey together. Thank you to my testers who responded to my text message at 6:00 this morning. Y'all send a text to that number and give it a second. It'll kick back. If you are here and you didn't sign up, if you are here and you have not signed up, go ahead and sign up. You can text Journey and you'll get the link as well. Okay. You can get the link as well. And then follow this YouTube channel. If y'all not following this channel, I'm telling y'all, it goes down at very least once a week, but it's going down all week, and twice on Wednesday. Okay. So I want to close by saying this. I hope that you were encouraged today. Y'all let me know how y'all doing in the comments. I hope that you were encouraged today. Know that this is a safe place for you. I love you super duper big, and I'm here to let you know that God has been gracious. Hallelujah, and so generous, and we're not going to let this grace go to waste, okay? So lastly, remember, life can be hard and your journey can hurt, but commit to heal so your story can help. I love you, big. Encourage somebody else today. Tag a partner. Check in on somebody else and invite somebody else back. We'll be here tomorrow morning at 6:45 a.m. All right, y'all. KenitraMozelle checking out. I love you, big. Bye. Bye. With my big old finger in the way. But I'm going to get y'all this strong closing right there.